How's it going? Mastermind here. Welcome to part 2 of our Dragon Age Origins. Come on. Wow, these are like some old school graphics. Dagger and a short bow. We're gonna take it all. Of course we got DLCs. And it's the exact same. Simple dagger. Ooh, Blightborn. What are you? Warrior or rogue? Whoops. Keep forgetting the triggers. Long sword, main weapon. Oh. Here we are. Swap weapons. In my offhand, I'm gonna have a bow. Skills, stats, talents. There we go. Kala.
Who's that? Why are you bothering me? Rika?
No, mother, it's Mastermind, your son.
Don't you talk to me like I'm an idiot. You think I don't know my own kid? What are you doing here anyway? Rika said you were finally making something useful of yourself.
I have given up on my mother.
Bothering me all the time. I've got important things to do.
I've learned that I need
Really
to
important things.
protect myself and, in essence, protect my sister.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl.
Haven't I told you never to talk about my sister that way?
But no hot-blooded dwarf can help himself. Those perfect lips, just made to be screaming my name. You must have had a few naughty thoughts yourself, huh? What do you say?
That I might have to feed you your spleen. Shut up about Rita or you won't have a tongue left.
You know I'm kidding. It's strictly hands-off with me and Rika. But as much as I'd love to keep chatting, we'd better get down to business. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias, some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back.
What sort of goods are we trying to find?
You know, gold, lyrium, spices. Anything that Barat might cut someone's head off to get.
Any idea where Oskai is?
All he told me is find him. Duster's got some family from the merchant caste. He's probably staying near their quarters.
Fine, but let's at least find out what he's done.
Whatever lets you sleep at night, my friend.
Lot of beggars. Ooh,
Hey there, Carter boy. Care to try it, taste?
Gillard.
2 bits for the needy.
What do you think you're looking at, old man?
I seen you around. You one of them Barat boys. You don't know from needy. Not until you're my age. You think Barat's going to want you when you're old? Soon's your muscles go, it's the clean crew or the streets for you. You're like me, boy. No woman's gonna let you in her sheets, not as long as your face is branded. Only place for you to end up is here, watching some casteless upstarts refusing to share their coin.
I don't have time for this.
This'll be you someday. Soon you start to wrinkle up and Barat's got no use for you. Don't think you got anywhere to go but here.
Guard.
Spare silver. My boy needs medicine.
Gather party and go. Here we are. Merchants.
What are you doing here, Brand?
Have you heard? King's got a team who found traces of Bronca in the deep roads.
Oh? Found her body, did they?
No, tools. Signs of camp, things like that.
Paragon or not, Bronca's dead. She's
Well,
been gone.
We want the journal. One of Barat's smugglers has been holding out. Fine. Oski and show him exactly how Barat feels. He was last seen in the Tapist's Tavern. Mark is an active quest.
The ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round for the house.
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oscaius. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
Here to stop you from making a big mistake.
I don't know what you're talking about. You probably have the wrong Ascaius, see? I just got here this morning. I'm usually on the surface, and...
So you're not the turncoat two-faced swindling duster Barat told us about.
I never did anything. Barat's got no reason to send you after me.
If you did nothing wrong, you got nothing to fear, right?
I just want to make sure nobody, does anything too hasty.
Of course not. This is just a friendly inspection.
Making sure you didn't accidentally pocket any processed lyrium. You know.
Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
Then why have you been holding out?
I haven't. I wouldn't.
You think that's going to convince me? This is where persuasion comes in.
I do have some lyrium ore. I have a little deal with one of the mining families. If it worked out, I was going to bring Barat his cut, I swear. I'd be crazy not to.
Suicidal, one might say.
How much ore did you take?
Just a little. Maybe 25 sovereigns worth.
25 sovereigns?
Most of that's with my buyers on the surface. I just picked up a few nuggets down here. If I were to maybe give you a piece. That's a lot of coin. Could you, forget to mention this to Barat?
I'm listening.
I don't got any coin myself. I make that topside, but you can take the ore, sell it, maybe get enough to get out of this nest. What do you say?
Give me all you have.
All I have is the 2 nuggets, but they're yours if you let me out of here.
Are you breathing smoke? Barat will kill you if he catches you with his lyrium.
Me, you think I won't share with my best friend?
Well, that's a whole other story. We need to sell it before we go back to Barat, and to someone who won't run to him. Tell you what, cut me in 50 and we'll go to Olinda. She's a merchant. She likes me and refuses to work with the old man.
25.75.
Fine. What, am I gonna fight you for it?
Then what happens to me?
Go up to the surface and never come back.
We'll have to tell Barat he's dead. If he ever finds out.
He won't. I swear. You'll never see me in Orzammar again. Thank you. You're as noble as you are strong. May the ancestors bless your steps.
They say the warrior cast is hosting a proving so the Grey Wardens can look for candidates.
Let's do a little more exploring, see if anything else is going on. Nope. That looks like it's it.
Was that smart? If Barat finds out Oscaius ran, he'll kill you. He'll kill me. He'll make you kill me, then yourself. Then he'll probably stew us and serve us to the poor.
He'll never find out.
That's what I like about you. Pure blind optimism. We should sell this quick and report back before Barat starts wondering what's taking so long. Unless you think we should give it all to Barat.
We're keeping it all.
Then we better go find Olinda. She used to give me crust over Week's End loaf when I was little. She's got a soft spot for me. And she hates Barat. Whew. You should hear her go on about how it's blackmail to pay protection money and the castless deserve better. She's got a stall in the Commons not too far from Tapster's. She'll give us a fair deal and Barat won't hear about it.
There she is.
Lesky, you old scamp. What are you doing here? Trying to charm me out of another set of ribbons for your girl?
Trying to talk you into being my girl, Olinda. You know my heart's breaking for you.
Don't you go saying that around my husband. Who's your friend?
I'm Mastermind. Pleased to meet you.
You're welcome to look around. I'll slide on the markup since you're Lesky's friend, but I can't give anything away for free.
Actually, we got some lyrium to sell you.
Well, that's not what I was expecting to hear cross those lips. Where exactly would someone like you pick up lyrium?
Call it a gift.
I can guess who you might have got this gift from. Lesky, you know I don't do his business.
This is just us. Shaper's honor. You won't get him with Barat if you buy it.
How much do you have?
First, tell me how much per nugget.
I can give you 30 silvers per nugget.
Only 30?
It's less than it's worth, I won't lie to you. But the market for it's topside, and that won't be easy for me to reach. And I'll have to find a buyer who won't ask where it came from. For that, I can't afford more than 30.
Why is it so valuable?
Because we have it, and the folks topside need it. It's what their mages use to power their spells. And it's the only metal that'll let magic stick to a shield or sword. Now, do you want the deal or not?
I'll sell you 2 nuggets.
All right then. Let me take that off your hands. And you probably shouldn't come around here for a while, just in case.
Sold it for 60. 75% of that is 45. Nice. It's time to return to Barat. His shop is in the Commons. Ah. Never mind, let's head back.
Hey, boy. You look like someone who could use a spare copper. What do you say? No work, just money for something you're not even using. Much. You look like you've still got all your teeth. Nice and healthy. I craft replacements for nobles who have lost theirs. I can pay you real handsome for some of those. 1 silver for 2. What do you say?
I'm not even gonna justify that with a response.
Suit yourself. Plenty of brands are willing.
Great prices on all arms and armor, like they were crafted by the Paragon Smith Bronca herself.
Barat's shop.
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Ascaius?
Persuade, lie. He didn't have any lyrium or gold on him.
What kind of rot are you trying to feed me?
He told us he'd be putting together a side deal for lyrium, but he'd already sold it.
Jarvia, send a dig troop topside. If Ascaius had a hiding spot up there, I want us up to our elbows in it.
As you say.
And the matter of punishment?
Don't worry, I killed him myself.
Very interesting. Seeing how my cousin was at the tapsters this afternoon. And he says he saw something change hands between you and Ascaius. And then the duster sodding stood up and walked out on his own 2 feet. Does that sound like what I asked? Jarvia, what does that sound like to you?
Sounds like some jumped-up face brands thought they could take a bribe and let him walk free. That's just not right.
I'm in trouble.
The lady says it's not right. You wouldn't disagree with a lady, would you?
I'm not stupid enough to kill him in public.
Right. I mean, no one's gonna say spit to you, Barat. But we can't move that free. We needed to get Ascaius somewhere private. We took him to the lava sinks behind the mines. You won't be seeing him again.
I don't like you making me look weak, but it's smart to try to keep the swordcast from asking questions. That's why I like you two. Now I got something else for you. Make some use of your unique skills.
That was close. Anything you want? Do I get to make some other duster cry?
Not if you know what's healthy for you. This one, I want you invisible. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing.
You're taking bets on the fighters?
There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Evaird's a long shot, just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand?
How am I supposed to help him win?
The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, You'll have to find a Verd, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight. He should have an alcove for his pre-fight preparations. All the fighters are provided basins of water. If you're asking how to sneak in there, you're pretty much saying you're no good to me. You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see a Verd's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
And with that threat, this is where I'm going to leave off this episode. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, jot your comments below. But until next time, minions, take it easy.